Hey, it's Daddy Steve, and it is Friday, 27th of July, 6:48 in the morning. I've got the day off, and I haven't done a video in a while, so you know it's got to be for a special occasion. The occasion is because my man here, who's got a top 13 account, my man DELDREKA, is thinking about quitting the game, like seriously thinking about quitting the game. So I'm guessing I'm going to talk about these tournament decks, and I'm guessing he's potentially thinking about selling. So if anybody's thinking about buying a top 13 account, then get in contact with either myself, so I can put you forward to DELDREKA, or contact him directly, which would make more sense. Anyway, we're going to talk about what he's got. He's got Twilight Ronin, and before I get to the deck and that, DELDREKA has joined, and he's not asked, months and probably years ago now, probably over a year, probably definitely over a year, no, sorry, and he never asked for anything, never asked for one single thing from the guild. He's only given to it, he's only contributed 100% and been 100% involved and helped smash people up in all of the guilds, so awesome. And the same for Nagafan, and the contribution for my man, my Sensei Yamada-san, but DELDREKA, absolutely awesome. And thank you for joining us all that time ago, and it's been a valued member. Sorry if I sound a bit croaky. It is 6:50 in the morning. So anyway, he's got Twilight Ronin. I did have a quick look at his equipment. Muddle and Holy Rites, Salvage, Enmity, Blitz. He doesn't have Blade Shard, which is fascinating. Still a top 13 player. And I think that's down to how strong his decks are. And to be honest, if anybody in the guild is watching, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do it, but I was thinking to do a video on everybody in the guild, what I'm saying, whilst we all have interest in the game. Because I don't know if IGG are ever going to invest in new events. Can you imagine if they invested in new events and stuff, which brought all the old players back, all the, kind of got the enthusiasm of the existing players going again? That'd be awesome. I think everybody would be happy, including myself and including DELDREKA. Anyway, yeah, Freezing Dance and Mass Charm. I was going to do videos and everybody else, as I was saying, in the guild, and just tell me about what the philosophy is for your deck. You know what I mean? Just send me a message, and then I'll just read it out to everybody. So instead of me guessing what people's philosophy and strengths are, they can just tell you what they're aiming for, what they're doing, and what they're trying to do. Be interesting. I think it's obvious though, if people have got 2 Aquarius, what they're trying to do, and they are doing it particularly well. I do like Diamond Dust. I was on the fence when I first got Aquarius about Diamond Dust, but it's very useful. Any situation where they're completely frozen and they cannot resist it due to the freezing field, and you can recover any health, you know what, at least some of the time it's going to keep you alive. Very useful. It's got 2 of those, so it's obviously going to, anytime it receives damage, there's a very high probability that the Aquarius is going to freeze anybody. I think about the time I got Nefarious, and how ridiculously, vitally important it was. I mean, you guys, a lot of you guys who are watching this video right now, saw my deck Jules campaign, where I got my Nefarious, and a lot of people were doubting whether I was ever going to rank. And I ended up ranking higher, than messaging IGG, and they were nice enough to exchange whenever I got some kind of 5-star Neander Unsealed creature, and they were nice enough to exchange it for Nefarious, which was actually a lower ranked creature, and thank goodness it did, because it made a massive difference. But anyway, my man DELDREKA's got one, and if I remember, he got at least one from ranking on Momoya, which is absolutely awesome. Immunity 9, Paragon, Tavios with Revive. Mike Tavis, there's a limited sale on right now, and they're giving away 150 shards towards the multi 5 what do they call it again? The thing you can use, Omni thing, Omni card. I'd love to have what's it called? I'm gonna have to look at it now. Sorry, DELDREKA, I'm gonna have to dip out of this, dip out of that, and dip into this. Shatter Soul meld on Octavius. That's what I'll be aiming for. Anywho, nice. Obviously, it's nice having revived on Octavius. The very first time I saw Octavius, I smashed up this deck. Not his deck, obviously, but a deck. And it was a revive Octavius, and I just couldn't kill it. And it revived every single person in the deck, and he beat me single-handedly. That's kind of awesome. Hanzo, Dark Summoner. I fought against her one time, and she is kind of awesome. Today I was in two minds. I'm going to dip out of this again for a quick second. A quick minute. I was actually tempted to buy this, because you get some shards towards Frost Empress. And first things first, they seem to have reduced it down to 29,500. I think that's a smart move by GG. So more people can potentially spend their gems on this and get half the artifacts. So you don't get the complete multi-meld, you get slightly over half of what you need, because you need 250 shards for the complete multi-meld. And then they give you 150. And I think that's smart. But anyway, yeah, I was kind of in two minds whether to spend on the daily sale or to spend on the limited booster, which just so happens to have the vitally important Nefarious Witch. But I've already got that, so but if they were offering, oops, what's it called? Dark Summoner, I might have been very tempted just to skip the limited sale and just stick to the creatures, because limited sale is kind of like long term, and it is definitely useful. But the short term kind of current boost to the enjoyment of the game would be just to get creatures. Same way I did for Spirit Painter, which is awesome. And the same way that I did getting extremely lucky in getting Aquarius, and I really hope that my man Nagafan gets another Aquarius. He's got plenty on different accounts, but he wants one on his alt, I think. So, and I sincerely hope that everybody else in the guild is going for Aquarius. And Mr. Box, the fabulous Mr. Box, I hope he gets Aquarius too. Oh my gosh, man. Damn. I'm also, basically I'm interested in getting Dark Summoner, and I'm interested in getting Dragon Lancer. And my man here has got two. I've seen Dragon Lancer. Let's have another look at it. It says magic, but it's not really magic. But he can kill a Nefarious Witch. Just smack it around like. Yeah. Awesome. I'm trying to get Dragon Lancer and Dark Summoner, basically. And maybe that's the reason why I'm not going to invest in the limited sale, even though it is to me kind of awesome today. Anyway, it's got another Twilight Ronin. And as we know about the equipment, what skills has he got? Mass Charm, Group Tactics. I was interested whether he was going to go for Lucidity or not. That might be the answer to kind of Spirit Painter for at least 3 rounds on a Twilight Ronin. Not any hero really, but yeah, similar principles. Paragon to Aquarius. He's got a cleanse. Is it cleanser? That's recycled to hero healer. Recycled to healer cards. It's not a cleanse card, it's a healer card. Interesting. Queen Artiola, of course, with the revive. Octavius. Shatter Soul with the rune at level 10. Oh, lovely. Hanzo. Various. And another Dark Summoner. So obviously Dark Summoner gets a thumbs up from my man DELDREKA. Completely agree. And it's Morty. Columbus. I'm always surprised when I see Columbus. But it definitely boosts HP, obviously. Frostblade. 70% chance, that's obviously useful. Frostblade rune. I think Aquarius has got Frostblade, right? Yeah. I'm not sure where you get the rune from. It's got to be some kind of spending reward, potentially. I'm not sure. Anyway, Paragon immunity 9. Granite Dragon, Revive. And obviously from the selection of cards he's got, I mean, 2 Aquarius at 23 cost. He's actually got an 8 card deck. But luckily, on the other side, Druidess with Stormward at level 8. Yeah. And I'm guessing my man DELDREKA's got Druidess like in reserve. Also probably very high level when you exchange it for Twilight Ronin. That's how good Twilight Ronin is. Okay, Hanzo with... It's interesting that he's got fatigue on his Hanzo. And he still chose to evolve it all the way up to level 15. That's very interesting. I'm thinking, it doesn't show you, but he's got to be thinking about melding that off. Because I think that fatigue will trigger the immunity on the other side for an attempt to reduce attack by 10, but actually end up giving them loads of health. So, interesting. But anyway, that's the base principles of 2 Aquarius, and usually a Hanzo, and always a Hanzo. It's beautiful. And here, Dragonlance with Dark Summoner to do the damage, Dark Summoner to do the damage, and Octavius, Shatter Soul. Octavius, he's got Plague, so he didn't do for that Octavius, thank goodness. And maybe it was a mistake on the Hanzo. No, not Hanzo. Yeah, Hanzo. Yeah. An ordinance to do the damage, I guess. The good thing about this ordinance is that Rampart rune in it. Very hard to kill, I guess. Interesting. I was just thinking, if this is here to do the damage, then I'm surprised that this demolition beam's still at level 1. But it's recycle 2. Anyways, brilliant. Right, I'm going to do 1 battle. 1 tournament battle. Interesting. I just want to see who I lost to. Vile. Interesting. No equipment. Oh, I'm going to find you, son. Licks. Alright, try and find Licks. Aquarius. I could cherry pick. I will, because I'm going to try and skip through this and then get to a deck duels battle. So I'm going to go Wraith Hunter and then Spirit. And cross my fingers that we win. Wraith Hunter, Spirit. Okay, so my Wraith Hunter is just a best of the rest type deck with lots of Morty in it. And the occasional kind of sacrifice that's injured. I've got to take this out. Right, so I'm going to do battle. And probably off camera, I'm going to have to get rid of this injured. I don't know even why it's there. It hasn't even got a rune on it. Anyway, so I've got lots of Morty. The idea is to get the Deathless. And Fusion Dots. And obviously Wraith will just remove them from play. And the Fairies will recycle 3 everybody. With the Dark Reversal. Yep. Cure, that's my Vile deck. 2 Cycle 1, 2 Voodoo Queen Temptress, I think. 2, so the Battle Blow or Sacrifice Twins, Flesh Summoner. This is a Revive Undying Will. Shoppadera. And a Paragon with a lucky full skill of Frostblade. This one, Spirit Altar. My number 2 account, I got Octavius with no interesting full skill. Shoppadera, Paragon. Lorona with Voodoo at level 9. Hanzo can still strike at level 10. Spirit Painter, this is my favourite card in lots of ways. Voodoo Queen Temptress, Aquarius. So cycle 1, Harbinger, and a revive Bloodletter with a rune at level 8. I was planning just to skip through, but I will show some of the battle. Oh my gosh, that was pretty useful, that model. If it could happen again, so that Hanzo doesn't get played, that'd be awesome. Didn't. Yeah, the Hanzo's obviously not level 10. But it didn't take 50% of rage. Uh-oh, I think we're going to lose. I'm going to say think. And that twin's gone. It's not awesome, awesomely or devastatingly vital that those are gone, but it's definitely not going to help. It's kind of 10v8. He's got 10 creatures, I've got 8. I think that Hanzo, it might well just win it for them. Rebirth. Oh, well done. Okay. Oh wow, this is it's not even Voodoo. Ice Arrow. And that's the death of you, Queen Temptress. Unless Hanzo saves you. Did. Got S revive on my Dullahan. I'm spending this whole battle thinking we're not going to win. I'm just going to see how close we get. But I think that's Hanzo's. We're not going to win. The Hanzo just basically got the voodoo sign over us. Uh-oh, okay, my false song's just won. Which is good. It's my garbage deck. I tell you what, my Spirit Arbiter is not going to lose to a Beep Armageddon. Not this deck. Sorry, that deck. That was fantastic that he retreated that card, because now my Spirit Paint is going to clone his Paragon. And that Torment Rune. Beautiful. The Paragon's dead. Bottom line. Right, so it wasn't delayed, but it was paralysed. Painter. Awesome. I love Spirit Arbiter. I've always loved her. Interesting. I can't remember if that Spirit Painter was originally below that Pit Dragon. Must have been. It's looking, we're going to win. Let's just get to the deck duel. And I'm still a little bit tired, so I don't want to drag this out. I had a great battle yesterday where I was on I think I lost about 4 cards, maybe something like that. And then my Spirit Painter basically saved the day. This might be an interesting battle. What we've got to do is kill that Druidess Rage. Interesting to see what he does though. Another thing, right, so I'm not going to waste my Aquarius, but that, what's it called again? Stormward really cannot fire. This Hanzo might have something to say about it. I'm just interested to see what order he plays his cards. It's good news, I've got my painter there, and I've got my Aquarius there, and I've also got my Paragon there. Right, it's kind of forced my hand. What I'm going to do is this. Okay, my Queen Temptress is probably deed. Just trying to think if anybody's going to die. No, but I think he's going to play his Chiroptera above my Aquarius next, probably with the Paragon. Yeah, it should really lock away my it's only Queen Temptress, don't worry about it. For some reason in my brain I thought that was my Cycle 3 card. What's it called again? The Fairies. I don't know what he's thinking about. But see, he can't place you up to above my Hanzo now, kinda. Well, he can. But Hanzo's got the Hella Dodge. Dodge 7 and the Rune. Right, so what I'm going to do, that, revive, protect my Paragon. Then I want to try, I want to get this Hanzo out. Don't know if now is the time though. 75. I'll do it next time, possibly. Mind you, Hanzo with the Concealed Strike might have, my Hanzo with the Concealed Strike might have done the difference. Dodged. Didn't. It's fine. Just thinking about whether I could have, oh yeah, my Pike would have killed it. It doesn't really make a lot of difference. And he's got this Warlord's Band, which will boost his, I don't know if he's going to quit, which will potentially boost his rage. What are you? Shatter Soul, no Rune. It's a mini whale, this guy. But from the selection of cards, it's kind of a little bit random. You know what I mean? So that shouldn't really make any kind of deck in my point of view. I might try and break his heart and just, no, I want to clone that Hanzo. And my Paragon will keep everybody healthy. And plus everybody would kill that Hanzo anyway. He's ready. Listen, he should just quit. Definitely. But I'm guessing he's going to try, what do you call it? Hail Mary with that Chiroptera, I guess. But we're all super healthy. We've juiced it in. So maybe he was waiting for my Freezing Thoughts to finish as well, possibly. Just thinking if there's any point to me playing anything. No. And also I'm just thinking, why is he still playing on? He's waiting for something. He's going to play now, surely. Whatever he's going to do. See, the combination of Chiroptera and Octavius is pretty awesome. But he's going to trigger my Diamond Dust at best. Let's see what happens. Well, that's nice. Kinda. It's not enough though. And I've got good skill resist. That's the thing about causing damage against against Wraith, it's kind of like Death Warrant time. Right, so I'm going to play this, this, mainly because maybe it's not necessary. But he's got nothing there. He's got nothing to. Maybe there's no reason why not, in my point of view. Put it on the Paragon. Hopefully, get that out of there. It's gone anyway, probably. That's oh, he's waiting on his Aquarius. Maybe he was praying he would get his Aquarius at some point. Maybe he should have played one card and then freed up the space for Aquarius, but it's never going to be enough. Decent battle, I guess. Oh, how long's the video? "26 minutes. Should we do another battle?" Yes, okay. It's moulding. I think the draw of cards for him was awful. I think he needed, yeah, his Aquarius in the first. It was the last card played, wasn't it? So, he needed that much earlier, just to summarise, to make it a contest. Oh my gosh! This guy's got lots of goodies. For me to be interested, I needed Salvage, Enmity, Confine, Model, Pacifist and Blade Charter. I would have wanted my Spirit Painter in the first 5. We need to play a card before that. Stormwood 9. It's got Stormwood right now. Let's just quit. Yeah, if I would have had a chance, then fine. But obviously, he's engineered the deck, which, you know, took away that chance. Let's give it a bit of time. It does make, as I said before, it does make some sense to buy this, but not if your immediate concerns are just maintaining interest in the game. I'm not surprised they started off with like 50 in stock, and 36 have been bought. Very, very tempted to buy one myself, and not only that, it's like a spending reward day today. So effectively, that'll be 25 shards. 25 sparks and a rune essence on top of this. So 5 sparks, yeah, so it'll be 25 in total. Orange voucher, Frost Empress, halfway to a Morty Meld, and all these fragments. That's really good. I'm tempted myself again. It's really good. But then I cannot try for Dark Summoner or Dragon Lancer. And in its place, I'll be trying for more longer term targets, like trying to do a Shatter Soul meld on Octavius, and I've never got no chance of ever getting the Shatter Soul rune. No chance of ever getting the Shatter Soul rune, because you need to actually spend money on gems in order to get it, and I've never spent any money on gems. Anywho, just looking to the centre left, platinum, so I'm ranked platinum at the moment, which is kind of nice, I guess. Armageddon Booker. Interesting. This might actually be a half decent battle. It just depends on what he's going to play and when. Interesting. It's a double-edged sword in that thing. 50% of current HP to all creatures. So it does something, but it's not always going to be meaningful. It's kind of reliant upon things like runes. All Vigor 3, that's a shame. Let's get the ball rolling. Kind of what I want him to do is play that Aquarius, and then I can have lots of fun with my Spirit Painter. But the cards I've got in reserve, especially I've got Paragon, which I can't really do much with, and I've got, I might end up Chiroptera, which will do too much damage. But I actually do want him to kill my Nefarious. Now, I apologise, I'm going to use some standard tactics, standard Spirit Painter tactic on this thing. He's got 2 Aquarius. That's absolutely fine. Right, so I did actually want him to do that. That Capricorn is actually very dangerous to me. Start off with this. He can't do anything apart from this. I'm not actually quite sure what that is. Remove a buff. I'm not quite sure what the buff I've got. Guess we'll find out. Alright, cool. So what I'm going to do though, I'm going to give myself another Aquarius. So now really it's his turn. He's going to have to play his Aquarius at some point. I think he'll probably play it this round, just to balance out the fact that I've got 2 Aquarius. That would be a bad move. That's good. What I wanted to see was my rage control. Right, so I'm going to play this, because it's got stone skin, and then play this to get... Let's get that Aquarius business out of the way. Didn't have enough time to think about my pike. Of conviction. Wow, he's got unholy. That's not good. I would say we're in stalemate, but we're really not. I think he's got a better chance at the moment, just because if that's sacrifice, that is, he might have a better chance. It's the annoying thing that Capricorn does all these attacks and completely unaffected by and the fact that it's frozen is really annoying. Anyway, some of these are dead. Right, but we need to kill them outright. I'm not sure that we can. It's really annoying. Yeah, let's just see what happens. Okay, he's lost at least 1. Two. I think we're going to take another Aquarius. Unfortunately though, with It hasn't got the dodge rune on it. Wow, that's huge. It's looking kind of good for us right now. Overall, I would say. I think both of these Aquarius are fired, so I feel fine to play my Hanzo, which should trigger freezing bolts. Did. What's he gonna do? Oh, that's really unlucky. Kinda. Okay, cool. That's that. Is there any point in me playing Nefarious? Is there any point in him playing his Octavius? I'll probably say yes. What's he got? Death Lesson Group Tactics. Close. Or he hasn't got the Diamond Dust Rune. That would have been very useful for me. What we're going to do is we're going to clone another Aquarius. Didn't work. That Torment Rune on Hanzo, on Paragon, absolutely critical. He should really quit. Right, let's try and break his heart. Right, it's completely not necessary to play that Nefarious. But he's got no chance. Unless he can get rid of my Paragon. Which he did. Uh-oh. Oh man, my painter just hung in there. I think we're gonna... I think they're all dead. I wish I had that Pike of Conviction for the Octavius. We've got a chance of destroying it. Let's have a go. Oof. Okay, well we kind of go to a reset position right now. Because they won't kill my Nefarious, I'm just going to end up with all my creatures back. But having said that though, his 3 Octavius, or however many he has, could potentially kill my whole deck. He might actually recover this position. Oh my gosh, I love it when Octavius dies and then gets deathless. This is a 50-50 battle. Hanzo, you might be dead. In terms of actual living cards, I think the one that died was the original and the clones lived. It's fantastic. I love it when that happens. Oh, it's going to be reborn, that Paragon. It's a game. Don't know why I played that Revive. I actually forgot I had Recycle 3 just before it. Pointless. He's more likely for the hero kill. That's S revive, isn't it? So that Hanzo's going to do something. Lucky that Nefarious is as awesome as she is. Basically stops his Armageddon being of any use whatsoever. Until Paragon comes, that is. Right, so what we're going to do... kind of don't want to waste my... Spirit Painter. Desperately need my Paragon. Could do. Don't know if there's any point. As you got group tactics anyway. Where in the hell is my Paragon, for goodness sake? I think we're going to lose. Even if I play my Painter, there's 3 Octavius and a Capricorn to smack. It's a good battle. We're going to lose, but it's a good battle. It might ironically be to hero kill. Might. There's a good chance we're going to lose that Aquarius as well. Bearing in mind he's lost all his Aquarius. It's basically unholy rights that's just won it for him. That helps though. Oh, that helps a lot. Right, we've got a Hail Mary coming up. Right, let's think it through. It's a shame. I might have Freezing Dance. Right, so what we're going to do is that, just for the damage, that. Be quick. Right, we're going to need to clone that. Damage. It's got the dodge, that, and then some rage control. Remembering that Capricorn does not have the dodge rune, right? But I don't have my Paragon. Yeah, huge. It was a good battle. It was a loss, but it was a good loss. Fair play. Well done, Mr. Duca. Well done. Unholy rights. Awesome. Ay, ay, ay. Damn. So close. Right, cool. Anyway, so please like, subscribe. Let's watch the end. Waiting. And then I'm going to go back to sleep. Yeah. You're awesome, Nefarious. Regardless. Please like, subscribe, that is Stephen. I'm out.